Federal government moves to harmonize 273 oil gas fees. Plus, INEC to release fresh guidelines for reviewing election results.
The managing director, Silas Shedrack, explained that Trashit has come to stay in Nigeria beginning from Port Harcourt due to its unique nature to promote healthy living and make young people become employers of labor through waste management. He revealed that Trashit is committed to rendering special home and industrial services and is open to partnerships with individuals and organizations to achieve the aims of the company. According to him, the launch of the Trashit brand began with sensitization, a roadwork, and distribution of flyers to people within Port Harcourt Metropolis and its environs on the importance of waste management.
Government of St. Lucia has conferred one of its highest national honors, the Knight Commander of the Order of St. Lucia, KSCOL, on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Acting on the advice of the government was approved by the Governor General of St. Lucia in recognition of President Tinubu's exceptional leadership on Africa. According to the government of St. Lucia, the KCOSL is typically reserved for individuals who have rendered distinguished services of national or international significance to the island nation. Tinubu, who is on a historic state visit to St. Lucia as part of a broader diplomatic tour of the Caribbean and South America, becomes one of the few African leaders to receive the prestigious title. Tinubu's honor also comes amid a growing regional embrace of Nigeria's Nigeria's re-engagement policy under the Renewed Hope agenda. Excuse me, which seeks to reposition Africa's larger democracy as a leader in global diplomacy and cultural diplomacy.
This is Rstvlive World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstvlive, Channel 22 Port Harcourt. This is Rstvlive World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstvlive, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Hello, caller. How are you?
I'm fine, ma.
About that, your handout. What is the cost again?
Just give me a minute, mommy. Let me confirm. I'm not sure of the exact price.
My good boy, how may I help you?
for 2 of us, sir.
I'll get back to you. Oh no, man.
Sir?
Are those handouts ready?
Yes, sir.
How much is a copy?
200.
Oh, okay. My boy,
Yes, sir.
350 naira.
Mommy, they said the handout is just 500 naira.
Well, I'll let your daddy know. Honey, caller says the price of the handout is 3,500 naira.
3,500 naira?
Even me, I'm shocked. It's horrible. What's going on in this country? I don't get it.
This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, with support from the MacArthur Foundation and with broadcast support from the Rivers State Television.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Sincere apologies about that. And now moving ahead. Government of St. Lucia has conferred one of its highest national honors, the Knight Commander of the Order of St. Lucia, KCOSL, on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Acting on the advice of the government, the conferment was approved by the Governor General of St. Lucia in recognition of President Tinubu's exceptional leadership on Africa. According to the government of St. Lucia, the KCOSL is typically reserved for individuals who have rendered distinguished service of national or international significance to the island nation. Tinubu, who is on a historic state visit to St. Lucia as part of a broader diplomatic tour of the Caribbean and South America, becomes one of the few African leaders to receive the prestigious title. Tinubu's honor also comes amid a growing regional embrace of Nigeria's re-engagement policy under the Renewed Hope agenda, which seeks to reposition Africa's largest democracy as a leader in a global diplomacy and cultural diplomacy. The Order of St. Lucia, established in 1985, is the island's premier system of national honors, and the rank of Knight Commander as the second highest grade, surpassed only by the Grand Cross. A waste management and recycling service, simply called Trashit Integrated Services, has launched in Port Harcourt. Managing Director of the company, Silas Shedrack, said that Trashit is committed to improving healthy living and creating jobs. Gotswa Aneli reports.
The managing director, Silas Shedrack, explained that Trashit has come to stay in Nigeria beginning from Port Harcourt due to its unique nature to promote healthy living and make young people become employers of labor through waste management. He revealed that Trashit is committed to rendering special home and industrial services and is open to partnerships with individuals and organizations to achieve the aims of the company. According to him, the launch of the Trashit brand began with sensitization, a roadwork, and distribution of flyers to people within Port Harcourt Metropolis and its environs on the importance of waste management and self-employment in present-day Nigeria. Silas Shedrack disclosed that it will complement government's efforts in waste management and creation of job opportunities, noting that they can be contacted on phone via a mobile app and Play stores.
That we are your one solution to all cleaning services, ranging from deep home cleaning to mowing, gardening, home car wash, including fumigation, laundering, and our packages are sumptuous, and from gold package to your 3 times, to bronze to 2 times pickup, to silver 1 time pickup. As long as you have internet, you can reach us either as manual or package order. You can come on under your manual for your functions, crusade, and marriage waste control. Just 1 click or 1 call away from our customer lines, or reach out to us at our Ajip 31 Ajip Road before the Eagle Island.
Chairman of the occasion, Chief Donald Ozaro, and the Director Administration, Human Resources Waste Management Agency, Rwama, Marvin Abe, also spoke about trash it.
Next 1-2 years, we'll capture Southwest, and then from there, we'll go to other eastern states and hopefully to Abuja. So trash it in all will add a very monumental value to Rivers State.
I am here today to join in this conversation to celebrate their entry into waste management and to reassure them that the Rivers State Waste Management Agency is going to be partnering with them all the way to achieve what we want.
I say trash it, taking over the whole world, go global. I say trash it, going global. But it's a global vision.
A playlet performed by students depicting the importance of waste management and hygiene in society added color to the event.
Trash is here to stay, and trash it also encourage a lot of youth, students, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home parents, that they can earn from the comfort of their zone by trashing properly.
There is a lot of opportunity for us to explore in this country. And the earlier we start seeing those opportunities, the better for us. Keep pushing. I know it's tough. I know it's not easy. But I tell you today, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
See what's happening in the world. Everything is going digital, and it's an exciting moment for us to see the launch of Trash It, helping to save the earth, helping to save the climate.
God's Power Anele, Rstvlive News.
Now, do you love and care about Rivers State and have peace? If yes, let's build and take it to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Remember, you can watch Rstvlive News live on Facebook and YouTube at Rstvlive Online. You can also subscribe and click on the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And still to come on the news of South Africa's devastated floods claims over 100 lives. And in sports, former Chelsea midfielder Charlie Musonda announces quitting at age 28. Details of these and more when we return to stay.
Power God is here. Dr. Jesus in action, God is here.
The Omega Power Ministries, under its General Overseer, Apostle Dr. Chibuzo Gift Jr., in partnership with the Holy Spirit, presents a 2-hour special impartation program for businessmen and women. Do you have a failed business plan? Do you have unsteady and dwindling business opportunities? Have you lost all your major customers? Do you find it difficult to make good sales of your products? Are you seeking to expand your business? Dr. Jesus has remembered you. In this 2-hour special impartation program, strictly for business, 12 noon, venue OPMGRA 2, number 2 Greg Obuifen Street, off Casablanca, GRA Phase 2, Port Harcourt. Come fasting with your oil, letterheaded paper, and complimentary cards, and receive the anointing for business enlargement and expansion.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
When malaria won't show power for your side, it gon' knock you down. I'm a temp salt gel. Like I tell you no say, malaria medicine we no get bad days for bitter days for mouth, and it dey easy to swallow. Try. I got a game changer. I'm a temp salt gel.
Say no to malaria. Yes to...
This is Rstvlive World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstvlive, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Yeah, welcome back. You're still watching the Rstvlive World News. And now to the rest of our reports. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Heineken Lokobere, on Tuesday announced that the federal government has engaged a consultant who is a member of the Oil Producing Trade Section OPTS to work in partnership with the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission NUPRC to harmonize the 273 fees in the oil and gas industry. The consultant has been mandated to study the fees of other oil-producing countries and fashion the Nigerian fees after them in line with international best practices. They spoke in the ministerial panel session with the ongoing 2025 Nigeria Oil and Gas Energy Week in Abuja. The Kwogiri said that without the harmonization of the fees, investors would avoid Nigeria for audit claims and urged stakeholders to downplay the campaign for energy transition because Nigeria only caused a negligible carbon emission. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Tuesday said it would issue a supplementary regulation to clarify the review process for election results under Section 65 of the Electoral Act 2022. These include by-elections across 12 states on August 16, 2025, the Anambra State Governorship election on November 8, 2025, the Federal Capital Territory FCT Area Council elections on February 21, 2026, the Ekiti Governorship election on June 20, 2026, and the Osun Governorship election on August 8, 2026. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu disclosed this during the second quarterly consultative meeting with resident electoral commissioners REX at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja, noted that the guidelines may be released this week and be made public via its website and other official platforms. The Commission said the intervention became necessary due to growing concerns over conflicting interpretations of the provision, adding that it would also enable the Commission to prepare to conduct 5 major elections within the next year. Now, no fewer than 216 Chinese investors have expressed strong interest in Nigeria's key economic sectors ranging from oil and gas to agriculture, ICT, fintech, and manufacturing following the successful Nigeria-China Sustainable Business Bilateral Trade and Investment Summit held in Lagos on June 23, 2025. Organized by the National Assembly through Maritime Negotiation Consulting, the high-level summit took place in Lagos and was attended by key figures from both Nigeria and Chinese governments, business communities, and investment bodies. The event recorded impressive participation: 175 CEOs of Nigerian companies, 115 CEOs of Chinese firms based in China, 65 business leaders and entrepreneurs, 25 financial advisors, 17 state chambers of commerce chairmen, 10 House of Representatives committee members, and 56 federal government officials from ministries, departments, and agencies. And on the foreign scene now, officials that toll in South Africa's devastating floods have remained unclear as rescue efforts for missing people continue in the Eastern Cape province. Authorities said last week that 101 people had died, but this number is likely to increase. Victims include 38 children. The youngest fatality is an infant about 12 months old. 7 bodies remain unidentified and search operations are ongoing for 2 missing children. The OR Tambo and Amatole districts were the hardest hit areas. The Eastern Cape provincial government extended its condolences to the victims' families. The United States says the 17th U.S.-Africa Business Summit yielded more than $2.5 billion in new deals and commitments between U.S. and African partners. The U.S. Department of State said the summit, which held from June 22 to 25th, attracted more than 2,700 U.S. and African public and private sector leaders. The department said the summit was hosted by the Corporate Council on Africa and the President of Angola, noting this year's summit marked a record turnout, including 12 African heads of state. According to the reports, the deals and commitments reinforced the United States' prioritization of trade. It added that the deals and commitments over aid in our approach to Africa, engaging Africans as peers and partners in investment-led growth. Now, 3 people have been killed and 45 injured following an attack by Ukraine on a factory in the city of Rstvlive, more than 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles from the border, Russian authorities say. Of those injured, 6 had suffered serious injuries. The governor of Udmurtia, Alexei Breshkov, said, adding he had briefed President Vladimir Putin on the attack. A state of emergency was later declared in the region. Drones reportedly targeted the Kupol electromechanical plant, a military factory which is said to produce tall surface-to-air missile systems and radar stations. The plant also specializes in the production of OSA air defense systems and has developed drones, according to Ukrainian media. And on the entertainment scene, reactions have trailed the facial expression of actor Aki Olaya's new wife during their wedding ceremony. Deborah Ojele tells us more from the entertainment scene. Just stay.
Over the weekend years after his earlier separation from his first wife, Olaye was seen in a trending video dancing on the stage with his wife, who stood still with an unhappy look. The private ceremony, which was attended by close friends and family, has sparked diverse reaction on social media. Controversial social media personality, Very Dark Man, has stripped reaction online after describing Benue State as the most undeveloped state he had ever visited. In a viral video shared after the recent visit to the state, the influencer claimed Benue is in the 40s. He went on to lament the state of infrastructure and insecurity to the region, saying investors are discouraged from coming due to the deplorable road conditions and safety concerns. Ski maker and actor Samuel Animation Perry, popularly known as Rather Shaggy, has highlighted lack of funding as one of major challenges for creative. In an Instagram post, Shaggy advised creators to view their skills and work as a valuable asset. Brother Shaggy has made a comparison between the crude oil industry and content creation. He noted that the both industries can unlock millions and billions if properly harnessed. He went on to explain the content creation can grow to as a lubricative to the crude oil business. Shaggy advised creative not to give up, starting their creative remains as a money-making asset. Deborah Osadari Oleji, Rstvlive Entertainment News.
In our sports, defending champions Senegal have started the preparations for the 2024 African Nation Championship CHAN. The players and their officials converged at the Jules Francois Okande Technical Development Center in Tubaba Diallo. Odibi Tarinabo has the report.
A total of 28 players have been selected for the initial phase of preparations, with several drawn from top-performing clubs in the Senegalese domestic league. Tenguet FC, reigning champions of Ligue 1, boasts the highest number of representatives, with 4 players earning call-ups. The camp is designed to give the players a head start in terms of tactical routines, fitness management and team cohesion, as the Teranga Lions A-Prime look to retain the title they won in Algeria in 2023. Senegal are in Group D alongside Nigeria, Sudan and Congo. They will face Nigeria in the opening fixture at the Aman Stadium, Zanzibar on Tuesday, 7th August. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has praised his team's overall performance despite their stunning 4-3 defeat to Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal in the FIFA Club World Cup, describing the match as a tough contest marked by missed opportunities and fine goalkeeping. City were knocked out of the tournament in one of the biggest upsets in recent club world history. Despite taking a 2-2 draw into extra time, the European champions were edged out after Marcos Leonardo scored the decisive goal, handing Al Hilal a historic win. City had gone ahead early in the game when Bernardo Silva finished off Ryan Aït-Nouri crossing the 9th minute.
I am not a shiny bald egghead fruit. Please stop calling me Pep Fraudiola. More than you believe. Because if I really wanted to, I could have easily sent those kebab rolls back to the land of camel breeders. But don't get me started on that useless ugly dirtbag Ederson. I have seen Andre Banana make more saves than this shit donkey. I'm started to think this good for nothing asswipe loves balls.
Al Hilal players protested that Aït-Nouri had handled the ball in the build-up, but the goal was allowed to stand. However, Moroccan international Yassin Bounou produced a string of remarkable saves to deny efforts from Jerry Doku and Silva, keeping his side in the match. Al Hilal capitalized on the missed chances and mounted a comeback that culminated in the dramatic extra-time winner, booking their place in the quarter-finals against Brazil's Fluminense. Odibitain about sports, Rstvlive News.
Also on sports, former Chelsea midfielder Charlie Musonda has announced he's hanging up the boots at the age of 28. Musonda joined Chelsea's academy in 2012 from Rstvlive and went on to enjoy a series of loan spells with clubs including Real Betis, Celtic and Vitesse. He made his senior debut for the Blues in August 2017 during the Community Shield clash against Arsenal, but managed just 7 first-team appearances in total for the CLU. He came off contract at Cyprus Authority Anorthosis from Augusta at the end of the last season. Now, do you love and care about River State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. And now to end the news, let's take a look at some of our major stories. Government of St. Lucia has conferred one of its highest national honors, the Knight Commander of the Order of St. Lucia, on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We had also reported that Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Tuesday said it would issue a supplementary regulation to clarify the review process for election results under Section 65 of the Electoral Act 2022. And that's the news for tonight. Thank you so much for being my company from start to finish. My name is Emily Tari Mberu. To have an amazing night's rest.